Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm back, and I'm about to talk about more nursing tips and money management while in nursing. So, for my first semester, before I get into my first semester, before I started nursing, I was just doing my two prereqs. I was looking into stuff to buy that would be helpful or with other people used while they were in nursing and found very helpful while they were in there. Um, I was about to buy like hella things that I saw. Like I was just putting everything in my Amazon cart or my TikTok cart that I thought that was really going to help me. But I was like, you know what? Let me wait until I actually get into the program. Like before I started, I bought like the little things that you need, like pencils, a notebook, a book set. Just bought the basics because I really didn't know what I was gonna need, and I didn't want to buy just because I really was about to do that. I was just about to buy hella shit. But I'm like, you know what? Let me stop. Let me stop. So when we got there, we did orientation. They gave us this little paper about what we needed. It wasn't a lot of things on there. It was just like a calculator because we do have dosage every semester. They told us just to buy like a basic calculator. Don't go all out with the calculator because you can't use it. You could only use the basic function, add, subtract, equal. Like you only could use that. So they said buy the cheapest calculator because that's all you need. So what we just needed a calculator for dosage, pens and pencil, of course, a notebook to write your notes, and like a folder. That was basically, I think that was all on the paper that they gave us. Like it was very basic. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I was about to spend a bag and I didn't need to. And especially they told us that we're going to get a tote bag with a lot of, I have it over there. We were going to get a tote bag with our materials that we was going to get to study skills. So I'm like, okay, all right. And they also told us like, hey, don't, because before I thought somebody purchased the book, but we didn't have to do that because it came with our tuition. So I was about to be a person that did that as well, but there was like, hey, no, like that's included with your tuition. If you paid your tuition, the books come with it. So that was another thing that I was about to jump and pay for because I wanted to get like a head start to like read the book, but didn't need to because the books came with our tuition. So a lot of things there, like our uniform as well, that came with our tuition. So if you paid your tuition, your uniform came with it, and it was like three sets of uniforms. You get three pair of pants, three shirts, and the jackets. We only got one jacket for class, and we got a clinical jacket. So that was another thing that came with our tuition that really, that saved money because other schools, I'm not sure. Well, I do know another school that they actually had to pay for their uniform, or they only got one set. So I'm like, we got three, so that was a plus for me. Even though they're not the best fitted, but it still came with our tuition. So that was another thing that was good that helped save money. Um, what else? What else came with it? And then when I thought it was just gonna be our skills to practice in our tote bag. It also came with other things too, like they had a basic calculator in there that we didn't even have to purchase because it was in a tote bag. But I already purchased one beforehand. So a calculator came in there, the pen light, the stethoscope that's in my car came in there. So a lot of things came in there that helped us save money while we were in there. Um, I for my supplies, I basically came out of pocket with I think like $15 or less. I'm not even gonna lie. I only bought notebooks. Well, I bought one composition notebook. No, I'm lying. I bought the what is it called? I think it's like the subject one. So it's five different subjects in the book that I bought. So it's like a big ass book that was five subjects. I bought like the little 33-cent notebooks to separate my classes, and I bought some pens and pencils and a $3 what is it called? The flashcards. So literally only spent like $15 on my supplies. So that was really good. Oh, and another thing. So of course, with my Apple products, I have an Apple Watch, but in clinicals or on a job, you can't wear an Apple Watch because you need, when you're taking the pulses, you need to be able to have the long can. So we needed the watch. So I believe that's the only thing I bought. So like, yeah, my watch and those other materials that I mentioned before. So I literally only spent like, so I think with that and the watch, yeah, I spent like $30. I only spent $30 on my school supplies. So that was really a big thing. I love that. I thought I was going to come out of pocket with more money aside from the tuition, but I'm like, okay, I like this. I love it. So that was the only thing. I saw other people really spending a lot of money on different study methods and subscriptions. Me, I didn't do it. The only thing that I did to help me with studying was the book, like I mentioned in my other video. I only used the book and the rewriting method, and of course teaching someone else. So that's the only things I did to, be successful in my first semester. And it really worked for me. And a lot of people did it as well. Oh wow, I can't miss a little bit. But yeah, that's the only thing that I did for my first semester that really helped me out. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that, yeah, saved me money because like I said, with the tuition, a lot of things came with it. And the only thing I had to come out my pocket with was those little four items that I had in my watch that I keep in my car. I really think everything that I have, like besides my uniform, I keep in my car. Like my watch, so I don't forget it. My watch, my stethoscope, my pen light, and like some few of my pens I keep in there and in my book sack, so I wouldn't forget it because you need that every day that you go to clinical. So, yeah, that's a little way that I save money. So, make sure you guys just wait. Like, if you are going into nursing, just wait until you get into the program before you start splurging. I know people try to, look good and try to do all these things to make their time more festive or go by easier or, but you really don't have to purchase all of that. Like, you really can save your money. Wait till you get on the nursing job and get that money to spend a bag on your supplies, because I feel like when you're in school, you really don't need all of that. Because they have those little pharmacology notepad, little note cards, and they're like, I think like $60 or $70 that people buy. You don't need it. I feel it's more efficient when you rewrite your own notes. So, but if you want to purchase that, go ahead. But for me, nah. I just use the old fashioned little white index cards and kept rewriting and writing and writing and writing. And then I went to go when I studied with other people, I just like taught them a subject or two. So that really helps me. And I'm going to keep continuing that method when I continue throughout my program. Because, that was only my first semester. I passed, and 9 more days until my second.